What's up, Chosube Pod Squad? How's everyone doing today? Welcome back to Lion on Main. And I just gotta say, real quick, I'm dumb. I'm dumb as fuck, dude. I just realized yesterday that I uploaded the wrong audio file for last week's episode 31, I think it was. I uploaded the wrong audio file. Because, at the beginning of the podcast, since I do a video, I snap at the beginning because I have to sync up the audio with the camera's microphone to this microphone. Because, obviously I don't use the camera's microphone. I have this one. So I snap at the beginning, just, a little snap, just so there's like a sound that I can latch onto. You know what I'm saying? And I completely forgot to... Well, I mean, I did cut it out, but I just uploaded the wrong file. And then there's like that moment where I get up to start the recording again because, I have the 12-minute limit on the camera, which, by the way, I'm pretty sure I fixed that. So I think we're good on that front. But anyways, in the last episode, I didn't have it cut out. So there's just like a minute of just silence of me because, I got up and I turned the camera on again and then I sat back down. And no one said anything to me. No one was like, "Hey, what's this little pop at the beginning? Just a little pop. What is that?" And then a minute of silence. What is that all about? I mean, I guess you could probably you probably knew what was going on because I said that I had to get up to turn the camera back on anyways. So you probably knew, okay, this is where he's doing that. But no one said anything because in previous episodes where I've had the 12-minute limit, I cut that part out because it's not needed. Right? So no one was like, this isn't normal. But yeah, I found out yesterday because I just randomly decided, you know what? I kind of want to listen to my podcast. So, I click on the episode and then I get a little pop right at the beginning. And I'm like, that's weird. And as I'm listening, I'm like, you know what? I think that was the snap at the very beginning to sync up the audio. But I was like, there's no way. There's no way I'm that dumb. And it wasn't until I got to 12 minutes and I was like, oh, I got to get up to turn the camera on again. And then there was just a minute of silence that I realized this is the wrong file. So now I have to go in and I have to put the right file in because I'm not going to leave that. Are you kidding me? Why didn't anyone tell me? No one was like, what's this little pop thing doing at the beginning? But anyways, I think we figured out how to fix this 12-minute limit because, when I was trying to find a solution to this little hiccup, a lot of people were saying, oh, you need an external recorder, right? And I'm like, there's no way I'm getting that because the external recorder itself is $600, then a $200 battery, and then another $200 video card. I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna spend that much just to get past 12 minutes, But I had an idea. I was like, why don't I just use my laptop as an external recorder? And so I looked up how to use a laptop as an external recorder for my camera, and there was no solutions. There's people saying you can't really do that. And I remember thinking, I was like, wow, that's kind of weird that you can't do that. I would have figured that you could because, it's kind of like a webcam for your camera, right? You just plug the camera in and you use it. But I was like, hey, these people on the internet, they're probably the experts, because we're on technology forums, right? So I trusted them. And it wasn't until the other day, this past week, I'm on YouTube and YouTube decided to bless me. The YouTube algorithm was like, you know what? We're going to do you a favor today. And I got this video suggested to me that said how to use a Canon camera as a webcam. And so I watched it and this, I don't know why this video didn't show up when I first searched up how to do this because like it's not like the video was just made like yesterday or something. This video was made in the summer of 2020, like a year ago. And I'm like, why didn't this show up? This seems like an obvious solution to my question. And yet Google's like, you know what? We're not going to show you that one. What? Why? But anyways, I watched it. I got the solution and I tried it out and it seems to be working. So I guess we won't find out until I hit 12 minutes. You know, we're at 5 minutes 30 right now. But hopefully when we hit the 12 minutes, we'll continue recording because like I'm recording on the laptop. I'm not recording on the camera. The only problem would potentially be auto sleep on the camera. But I mean, I turned that off decades ago. Back when I thought that was my issue, was the camera just turning off auto sleep. But it wasn't. It was a 4 gigabyte limit on SD cards for some reason. But yeah, hopefully this all works. So another new discovery this past week is I just found out that there's a new Yik Yak. And apparently it's been out for a while now. I didn't know about it. Okay, I was on Instagram and someone posted something on their story and it said like the new Yik Yak. And I'm like, what? Because I don't know if you guys remember, but Yik Yak was a social media app like years ago. I first found out about it in 2015, towards the end of its lifespan. And, anyone who was on Yik Yak back then will know that was a weird place, Because I don't know if you know, but Yik Yak is basically like anonymous Twitter. Okay, it's where people can go on. They just text random thoughts and you can comment on it and you can upvote and downvote. The only thing is that no one knows who you are. There's no names. You don't have a profile pic. I mean, you do, but it's like an emoji, right? So like no one really knows who you are except they're like, yeah, that's Top Hat, or that's strawberries, or that's pants or something. Like that's like the only thing that could tie you to something. But if you don't tell anyone that you're pants or hat or whatever, no one's going to know. And so it kind of makes for an interesting place. Because I guess normally on Twitter, even on Twitter, people don't give a fuck. So like they'll just like tweet random things. They don't care that their name is tied to it. But like it's even worse on Yik Yak because you don't have a name to tie yourself to. So you're like, I could just say whatever I want and basically have no repercussions. And so it just makes for a really weird place. Mainly horny motherfuckers. I mean, I'm telling you, that place is just full of horny people. Now, I don't know if that's just a testament to how people normally are, or if it just so happens that just the horny people get on this app. But yeah, there's just a lot of weird shit going on there. Okay, I went on because I found out about it and I was like, oh my gosh, I completely forgot about this app. I want to see if it's like what it was back then, which it kind of is. If I'm being honest, it's still really weird. But I went on it because I wanted to get some interesting posts to just, I don't know, read off to you guys just for fun. So I got a few screenshots of some interesting posts. If I'm being honest. I did interact with a few people because I tried to stir the pot a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to jump in there and I'd comment on a post, or I'll just like post something just to see if I like what kind of reactions I would get out of people, or see how like far I could push people. Were like, hey, this person tweeted something this weird. Maybe I could post something even weirder, But I did interact with a few normal people, so shout out to the normal people on the app. But mainly a lot of weird people. Like normal people was hard to come by on this app. But it's just like it's so weird to me because like, yeah, I know that it's all anonymous and like your name's not tied to it, but it's like, really, you typed that out and you hit send, really? And not only that, you had to hit send twice. Because when you type something, Then you have to press ready to yak. And then after that, then you have to swipe up to actually send the thing. So you have like a buffer where Yik Yak's like, are you sure you want to say that? Because Yik Yak knows there's some weirdos out there. So yeah, somebody actually thought of something, said, yeah, I should yak that, typed it out, hit ready, and then read it again and swiped it up. Now, like I said, I know it doesn't, that your name isn't tied to it, but still, like, what if someone found out, oh my God, you're the skull emoji. Yeah, I saw that all that weird shit you said. Like, you gotta be careful with what you say, because if somebody finds out what your emoji is, you're done. And like, you could change your emoji too, but like, still, Yik Yak tracks what your yaks are, like what your posts are. And so like, anyone who happens to get on your phone, which I don't know why a complete stranger would get on your phone and open up Yik Yak, but you know, if that were to happen for some reason, they could go onto Yik Yak and see what you've said and be like, damn, this dude is a fucking weirdo. So anyways, I got the screenshots right here. I guess I'll read some to you. But fair warning, there's some weird shit on here. So the first one, this was like the first. I don't know if it is weird. It's weird, but it's I think it's mainly gross. This is the first weird thing that I saw. It said, I left copious. This dude's I don't even know what the name for it would be. He's really good with vocabulary, is what I'm trying to say. I left copious amounts of ass sweat in the lobby of the Health and Science building. Like, first of all, what does that even mean? So you sweated in your ass and then you just like, you sat there and let it drip? Like, what? What does that even mean? How did you leave some? Did you bag it and drop it? Like, I don't know if you're trying to pull a prank or something. It's got, first of all, a lot of these things, I swear, it's just 100% cap. Like, I'm telling you, a lot of the stuff these people are saying is like, it's not true. People are, I swear people are just trying to say the weirdest shit just to be weird. Okay? And this is definitely one of them. Like, because how do you even leave that? And not even just a little bit, copious. Bro left copious. That means a lot, right? I think that's a lot. Copious amounts. How? How would you do that? I think that's like weirder for you than like any prank. Like, if that was a real prank and you're like, yeah, this is going to be funny because it's going to smell really bad. Yeah, it's going to smell bad, but like, people aren't going to think it's funny. People are going to be like, dude, you're a fucking weirdo. You bagged up your ass sweat and dropped it off. And the Health and Science building? Well, you want them to see if like your ass is healthy or something? You drop it off and they're like, hey, maybe we should test this ass sweat to see if it's see if this guy's healthy or not. Oh my gosh. We got other ones. This one was kind of like crazy because like the timing of these two was just perfect. Like, I don't know if like, the thing is like, they do have like the timestamp of like when they were posted, and they were both posted when I screenshot this. They were posted an hour ago. And so like they posted this almost at the same time. But the first guy says, hot take, if you think peeing in the shower is gross, you don't wash your legs. And the person right after him, this wasn't a comment, this was somebody who just posted it, said, just pissed in my shower, it was awesome. The timing of that is just like, they must have been like roommates or something. And they're like, yeah, you know, let's just post this at the same time. Because like the odds that two random people both thought of pissing in the shower and both decided to send it at the same time, it's just amazing. And then I also got a third one, and they're like right under the guy pissing in the shower and it being awesome. He said, not enough people said I had a fat cock today. And I just got to say, same here, man. I feel you on that one. Oh my gosh. But like, you know, I see what this person is saying about peeing in the shower, like you don't wash your legs. Like, I guess I could see the logic in that, but also like why? Like why would you piss in the shower? Like, I mean, I always go to the bathroom right before I shower because I don't know, I just do. And so like I don't have to go when I shower. So I just shower. Right? And plus, like, that's also, it may not be gross because it could get on you, which, I mean, that is gross. And yeah, you can wash it, but still, that's just gross. Okay, but now you just got piss all over the, like, your shower floor. And, like, what, are you going to wash the shower floor right after you're done showering? You know? Like, do people do that? I mean... It is kind of gross. I do think it's gross. And yes, I do wash my legs to this person, okay? Your hot take is kind of wrong because it is gross and I do wash my legs. Yeah, then there's this other one that said trying to eat a lot and sweat out the calories by sex. Like why? Why? I don't understand people who like send this type of shit. Like, but the guy right under it, which I gotta say, I'm with you on this one, said, damn, y'all horny for real. Like, for real. They are. Like, really? Like, you don't have to, like, most of the things on Yik Yak is about sex, basically, which it's like, you know, there's only so many jokes that you can make about it, you know, and like, really, that's the only thing you can talk about. What do you talk about to your friends then? Like, is that all you talk about with your friends? But anyways, oh yeah, there was like this one. I don't know what it means, but I thought it was kind of funny. It said, knick knack paddywhack, give this pup a bone. I'm the party pup. I don't know what possessed that guy to say that, but hey, he's the party pup. So... And then this other one, this one was, this wasn't really impeccable timing because I'm pretty sure it was the same guy, but it kind of shows you just how horny people are on this app. So this guy originally said, anyone want a MILF, right? And I screenshotted a bunch of replies because, dude, that thing got a shit ton of replies. Like, it's got like 30 replies, which is weird considering that at least when I was on this app, like most posts would get like 2, 3, 4 responses, and this one got 30, dude. But a lot of them said something like, yes bro, what's up, yeah me. This guy said send snap, like. But the guy who posted that, you know, actually, you know, obviously wasn't a MILF, so he said right after it in all caps, said, wow, all it took was for me to say anyone a MILF and y'all are something else. Like, dude, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you could just go in there and say, like, yo, who wants to fuck or something like that. And everyone would be like, oh my God, me, please pick me. And you're like, dude, I'm not serious, okay? I just wanted to see how horny you guys are. That's what I'm saying. This app is just like 100% horn dogs. Like, I don't know how you... Oh, and this one was just gross, dude. I completely forgot about this one. It said, what do you do when your man's nut in your booty hole? This guy said, fart it out. Like, dude, come on. Really? Like, okay, so I'm willing to bet that this person saying, like, your man's nut in their booty hole, I'm willing to wager that that's 100% cap. Like, that didn't actually happen. The person was just saying that. But just, like... just like the thought process, someone's like, yeah, you know what? I'm ready to send this twice. Once again, you have to hit send twice. Like, I will say, like, I did send some weird stuff on the app, but like I said, I was trying to stir the pot to get some good responses and to get other people to say weird stuff. But like, The thing is, like, I can't really get like be weirded out at myself because I was doing it as a joke for a purpose. I was trying to get responses. These people were saying this shit like legitimately. I'm thinking maybe. I mean, maybe this one was a joke. Maybe this was just to get some weird responses. I don't know what this person's motive was, but it's just like, it's just the idea that almost everyone talks like this on this app. It's just like, there's no way that everyone's just making jokes, right? Part of this has to be real. Anyways, real quick, I just want to say we're at 20 minutes or almost 21, and it hasn't stopped recording. So that's a win in my book. Anyways, I think I got maybe 2 or 3 more. Oh my God, this one. Said down bad is an understatement. I'm going to start stretching so I can eventually get more than the tip in my mouth. Now, if you don't know what this guy's talking about, I'm not going to be the one to break it to you. But I think a lot of people, most people, know what's being conveyed here. But I screenshot this mainly because of the response. This person said, I'm not wearing glasses anymore. I've seen enough. Which, yo, for real, dude, after being on this app, I'm thinking about not even wearing contacts anymore. Like, come on. See, that's the type of shit, I don't know if that was real or not. I really hope that it was fake. I really hope this guy was just fucking around. Because no, absolutely not. Why? Why would you do that? You can't be that down bad where you're like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it myself. No, man. No. Oh, and then like this one, there was a time where a lot of people were just talking about farts. You know, like the guy that said farted out. Like this was in like minutes of each other that I read farted out in this one. It said, my farts are getting vicious, y'all, for real. And a lot of people responded to that one for some reason. Like, really? That's the one you guys wanted to respond to? But yeah, like, that one was kind of funny though, okay? Like, yeah, it's weird, but it's kind of funny, okay? It's not, it is gross. It'd be gross if I was there during the viciousness, but just being the one reading it, that's pretty funny, you know? And then, oh my gosh, I forgot about this one. It says, normalize running towards women in the middle of the night with your hands out. And I just gotta say, no. You want to know the number one thing to not get girls? It's that. Don't do that. If you do that, you're not getting a girl. That's never going to be normalized, okay? Because, like, that's dangerous. So I hope this person was joking, because, like, also, why would you want to normalize that? Like, what? Like, do you just really enjoy doing that for, like, what? For kicks? Like, or I don't know. Like, dude, no. I'm looking at you. No. Are you looking at my? No. We're not normalizing that. That is never going to be normal. If I see that happening, I'm tackling you. Okay? If I see you doing that, no. I'm taking you down. All right, I think this is the last one. I screenshot this one because this was me after, because I mean, like, these are just the screenshots that I took. Okay, there was a lot of other weird stuff that I didn't take screenshots of, because there was some stuff where I'm just like, yeah, I can't read this. I can't read this and put this on Spotify or something. Like, I'm gonna get like kicked off. I'm gonna get banned for good. But there was some weird stuff. This is the last one because this was truly how I felt. It says, does anyone else genuinely hate it here? Yes. Yik Yak is probably the worst place ever to be. And if you are on Yik Yak, I hope you're just there to see the weird stuff. But even then, I'm going to think that you're just going to say that just so people don't think you're weird. but you're definitely there. You're definitely there to be weird. You're one of the weirdos. But anyways, that's all I got for screenshots. It's just like, I'm so glad I'm done with that because, dude, I was like, I can't believe there's people like this, like in this world. Okay. I really hope everyone was joking with a lot of these posts because like, there's no way that you're this weird. I mean, I know there are some weirdos out there. Okay. I'm not denying that there are some really genuine weirdos out there, but like, it seemed like everyone who was on this app was just a weirdo. And I'm like, is this the app for weirdos? They all just said, you know what? Of all the social media apps, this is the one I want to go on. And it's probably because it's all anonymous. I'm telling you, that's probably the reason why. They're like, you know what? Now I can be weird and no one knows who I am. Which honestly, if you're that weird, just own it. You could probably capitalize off that, honestly. Being like the weirdest person. I mean, because like, dude, you can capitalize off of like anything. Just make a few videos of you just being a total weirdo. And people would probably watch those videos. They're like, you know what? Yeah, this is weird, but it's fucking hilarious. Yeah, I'm glad I'm done with Yik Yak. Because I don't know how much I could take of it. Like when I first joined, it was low-key addicting. I gotta admit, it was low-key addicting only because I wanted to see like what the next weirdest thing was. So I would just be on it for like hours because like someone's always posting. You know, it's not like Instagram where like there's some days where like only one person posts or something, or like some days nobody posts. Like on this app, like every hour there was like 20 posts. And so there was always something to read. And it was so interesting. But like I was on it so much, I was like, you know what? I just have to stop, you know, because it's going to start taking over my life. And I wanted to get rid of the app. Like once I downloaded it and I saw a little bit, I immediately knew I was going to want to download it at the end. I was going to want to delete it at the end. And so, you know, now that we're finally done, I'm talking about it. Like it's deleted now. I could only imagine like after people listen to this episode, like what type of shit they're gonna go on and say. Because I guarantee there's probably people who are gonna listen to this and be like, you know what, I want to say something really weird now too, just to see what the weirdos are gonna say on the app. And to you, I just said don't. Honestly, just don't. Just spare yourself. Just don't go on. It's really weird. A lot of people were saying, like, when I first got it, because I think it just came out, like, maybe a month ago. But when I first got on, there were some people who were like, yeah, hopefully this app doesn't turn into what it was before. You know, it was really weird. It was really sketch. And, like, apparently there's a lot of bullying, which, I mean, I don't really remember that when I was using it. But then again, I didn't use it a whole lot. And plus, like I said, I used it towards the end of its lifespan. But, like, from what I've seen so far, it seems to be exactly the same as it was back, the first version. Like, I remember back in 2015, I was at an airport, and there was somebody who literally posted on Yik Yak. Because also, I don't know if you know, Yik Yak only gets posts from like people in your general area, which there's like a radius. I don't remember what the exact radius is, but it's like a certain number of miles out. And those are the people who are going to show up on your feed. So like you don't follow anyone or anything like that. Like it's just the people who are in your area. So I was at the airport and there was some dude who was in the airport as well. And he went on Yik Yak and he's like, yo, anyone want to fuck? I'm in the bathroom. And I'm like, no. I mean, I didn't say anything. Back then I was too scared to say anything. Back then, like even though I knew it was anonymous back then, but even back then when I went on, I was like, I'm not saying anything. Like, what if someone finds out that? What if someone finds out I'm the one saying this? Like, and not like I was gonna say anything weird, but I just, you know, back then when I first found out about it, I didn't really use social media a whole lot. So like, there was not a lot of stuff that I actually had on mind that I wanted to post anyways. So even if I didn't mind posting, there was nothing that I wanted to say. But anyways, like, I'm sorry to everyone who actually uses Yik Yak and actually likes it, but I hope it goes away again, because of all the dead social media apps that we should bring back, Yik Yak is probably the bottom of the barrel. Number one is probably Vine. I know people are going to be like, oh, TikTok is the new Vine. No, it's not. I'm sorry. Okay. Vine was, but then again, like at the same time, I feel like if they made a Vine too, I swear it'd just probably be TikTok all over again. Because I don't think a lot of people would ask, like when I say that TikTok is not like Vine and Vine was better, and a lot of people say like, what's the difference, right? Because they're like, yeah, you can make, just random short videos and all that stuff, and they could be funny. I think the big difference is on TikTok, a lot of popular TikToks are just trends of something. And a lot of TikToks just use audio and just lip sync to it and just maybe have a different scenario to use that audio file. Whereas Vine, it's like people came up with ideas. Like, yeah, there was some of the like in the moment type shit, which TikTok has that, and those ones are pretty good. Okay, but like no one just, at least from what I remember and what I saw, no one really just like lip synced everything. If you go on Vine, if you go on YouTube and you look up like Vine compilations or something like that, you'll find a lot of Vines are like skits. And it's like, dude, that's why I think Vine was better, because people actually planned out shit and they were creative and like did a skit, and it was all in 7 seconds. They had to convey an entire story and joke within 7 seconds. Like, dude, honestly, I'd say that's pretty impressive. That's some talent right there. And like, not to say the dancers on TikTok have no talent, but what I will say is the people who all they do is lip sync, that's not a talent. I hate to break it to you, but if you just sit there and you play a song, or you play like an audio file from like The Office or something, and you just move your mouth, that's not talent. And don't give me any bullshit like, oh yeah, well they can use the audio file in a different scenario. It's like, yeah, but like they didn't have to write the script though. Okay, all they did was, act out a different situation to use that audio file in. And then there's some people who like they like it's a silent movie, right? They just mouth the words and then they type whatever they're saying like on the screen. Like, why not just speak it? Why do I have to read? Can you talk? I mean, like, and then don't even get me started on the fucking like Siri voice or whatever. Dude, we need to get rid of that. Anyone who uses that voice in TikToks, just leave. For real. Just get off the app, okay? I don't want to hear that anymore. That's like the single most annoying voice on the face of the planet, okay? And no one can change my mind on that. Every time, because like people will repost TikToks on Instagram, just like they repost tweets on Instagram. But like if I get like a TikTok on my Discover page or something like that, or as an ad, if I hear that fucking Siri voice, I'm immediately swiping away. I'm like, I'm not going to deal with this. I don't care if it's like the funniest video on the face of the planet. I'm not listening to that voice. No. Absolutely not. So please, let's just get rid of it for good. Anyways, we're at about 34 minutes now, so I think it's time to wrap up the episode here. We recorded all the way through, so hey, I think I finally fixed not only the 12-minute limit, but the 30-minute limit. I mean, we're at 34 minutes. Dude, we fucking won. Anyways, thank you guys for watching and listening. Whatever you guys are listening to this on, make sure to like, subscribe, follow, and leave a review if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, and share this podcast with everyone you know. Absolutely don't go on Yik Yak. Absolutely don't go on Yik Yak. I don't know what the fuck just happened to my voice there, but definitely don't go on Yik Yak. Follow me on social media at RealJLines on both Instagram and Twitter. Follow this podcast on Instagram and Twitter at Lion on Main, and then also you can follow this podcast on TikTok. And people have asked. Yes, I do have a personal TikTok, There's only like 2 videos on there right now. I don't really have any ideas. I don't really know what to put on there. I'm just kind of doing whatever comes to my mind. But yeah, if you really want to follow me on TikTok, it's at Real J Lions as well. But yeah, I think that's it. So I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Love you. I don't know. Do I?